All right, GCMMA boys, we are back. After a month long of sobriety, we're back on the wagon, boys, just in time for UFC 326, Holloway and Oliveira. We're very excited about this card. It's a little bit top heavy, but you can't complain when there's UFC one weekend, so we're coming to you with our full card breakdown.
Yeah, boys, we're back. Beers with the boys, UFC with the boys, parlays, betting, everything. Wings. We're back, and we're going to be running this card together in person. Maybe we can get a reaction out of it. We'll see. But let's go with our predictions. First fight on the card, we got Luke Fernandez versus Rodolfo Bellato, and I am fading Rodolfo Bellato. He looked like he was trying to basically bet on himself to lose in that fight against Paul Craig. And after seeing something like that, I just can't confidently put my money on you when you're actively throwing fights. So I'm just going to take Luke Fernandez.
What's his nickname?
Rodolfo?
No, Luke Fernandez.
They don't have it on here. But Rodolfo Bellato's name is literally traitor. Yeah, he's a traitor to their fucking bet slip.
Yeah.
Not running him.
Yeah, I mean, guys, he went to draw with Jimmy Crute and then fucking...
Yeah.
I can't run him. I mean, the guy... I can't. Even if he wins, I would rather be on the wrong side of him winning than back this guy to do anything. I mean, I literally remember watching the replay, and when that shit happened, when he was on the ground, didn't he like crack his eye open at one point to check and see? Fuck him.
I'm not running that guy. Like,
I really don't even remember Luke Fernandez from the Contenders series, to be honest, but I just know that a guy who's 6-0, this match is being made for a reason, so fucking give me that guy. Rodolfo Bellato can go fuck himself.
Yeah, he honestly needs to lose his job, because throwing fights when we're putting our hard-earned money on motherfuckers is not right. But
let me make sure this is recording. Okay, it is.
Moving on, boys. We got Gaston Bolaños versus Jeong Young Lee.
The Korean Tiger.
I'm going to go the Korean Tiger here. I'm not too fond of Gaston Bolaños.
We've gotten on that guy a fair share
on this channel. I know Jeong Young Lee is coming off 2 losses. He's the favorite here, but I just like what I've seen from him more. Like, even though he got knocked out in that fight against Emil, he left everything out in the cage. Like, he went out on his fucking shield.
Gaston would have got knocked out by Emil, bro.
I feel like Jeong Young Lee is like, he has heart, he's a dog, and I think he's the better fighter. Probably slightly. I mean, both of these guys are similar skill levels, I feel like, but I like Jeong Young Lee here to get it done.
Yeah, his odds have been flying like crazy since he got added to this card. Like, I feel like he's moved like 100 points. I was going to pick him regardless of that. I just think that, you know, he is probably one of the better Asian guys in the lighter weight divisions like that. Like he said, I know that he's coming off 2 losses, but he has shown some skill, and I would rather take someone who's got aggression than like a more like a Basharat kind of guy who's like technical, but he's not really about it. Like, him going out on his shield and getting knocked out like that already is enough of a reason for me to back him. And I mean, sure, Gaston Bolaños, he fucked me over whenever I took Cortavius Romeus against
him. That guy, wasn't he like minus 600?
Something like that, bro. But it was even worse whenever I'm pretty sure we picked Gaston against Kwang Lee, and then Kwang Lee submitted him. So you can't win with this fucking guy. I'm just gonna fade him. Like, I'm just gonna fade him.
Holy shit. Alright, moving on. This fucking guy. Talk about fade. We got Rafael Tobias versus Diyar Nogozai.
I'm not ever betting on that fucking guy.
We
again,
made our
bro.
mistake, and we're not making it again, boys. We bet on this guy, and then we find out.
Brendan Ribeiro, bro.
And then we find out this guy has a major tick issue. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not trying to get on people who have that condition. Like, obviously, there's nothing he can do about that. But why are you fucking fighting in the UFC? And why am I even able to bet on you to win? Like, sure, we should have done a research. Like, you should have known he had a tick. But it's like, still, dude. I'm not gonna pick that guy to win a fight when he's going into fights automatically disadvantaged. Give me Rafael Tobias.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even necessarily that his tick is what lost him the fight against Ribeiro. He literally tried to take Ribeiro down. It's not like he had him and then was going like that. He was holding him, and then Brendan Ribeiro literally just submitted that guy. For that reason. And like we said, bro, the motherfucking I don't want to come across racist because it's not like I have anything against those people. It's just that their fucking fighters have been screwing us over multiple times.
Noticing patterns, boys.
It's nice to see that fucking who was the guy? Alibi. Yeah, he got a win, and so did Varetnikov. But Alibi sold us, and don't even get me started on Azat Maksum and Asu Almabayev. Like, okay, next fight. We didn't even we didn't say a damn thing about the other guy. We literally didn't say anything.
Well, dude, I mean,
what needs to be said?
That guy's coming off a submission victory on the Contenders series.
And this guy's coming off 2 submission losses. What the fuck is that?
Tapology needs to get their fucking ads in order, dude. New prizes.
Yeah, but
Dude, take the other guy by submission, dude. Fuck it. Alright. Sumadarji versus Jesus Aguilar. Honestly, I've been kind of going back and forth on this fight. Like, Jesus Aguilar, he's tough, and he fights the whole fight. He's a good grappler, but I think the reach advantage of Sumadarji. I mean, what is the 72 reach versus 62, boys? I think Sumadarji, if he just throws out his jab, throws out some leg kicks, and avoids the grappling, he can win this one to a decision. I don't see him really finishing Jesus Aguilar. He's a tough guy, but I think Sumadarji, if he avoids the grappling, he can win the fight.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to take anything away from Jesus Aguilar because he's a dog. He pressures for most of the fight. And every once in a while, like against Stuart Nickel, I think was the guy's name, he'll randomly get a win as an underdog. So it does I'm not saying Sumadarji's a max bet or anything because Jesus Aguilar, depending on how he comes with his grappling, could out pressure him. But like he said, I'm gonna go with Sumadarji as well, just because I think that the range is probably gonna cause a little bit of problems on the feet. And Sumadarji is not a bad fighter whatsoever. I mean, he went to split decision with Michael Johnson, which is good. And who'd he come off his last wins before?
He beat Borjas decision, and then before that, he went to split decision with Mitra Poso.
Okay, so he hasn't necessarily won very many good fights. That honestly makes me kind of lean Aguilar.
Odds. Okay. Alright, we got this. Oh my god, I forgot about that fight. The Matt Schnell fight. Sumadarji when he got submitted. And Matt Schnell pulled off a comeback. And then after that, he got submitted by Tim Elliott. But then I still
like his chances.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm gonna bet on him, but
yeah, he's got a good reach advantage, so let's just take him.
Ooh. Moving on, Cody Durden versus Diam Jargo, Tumenden Barrel. Dude,
I know, dude. The fucking knockout wizard. Or
I'm not the art of knockout. I'm just gonna say this right now. When Naim Jargle made his debut, I was like, oh, he's on Mongolian. His name is Art of Knockout. You know, he looks like he's about his shit. Watch his fight. Went to split decision with Carlos Fernandez. He did not look good in that fight. Or he lost that fight. Yeah,
bro.
I forgot he
Carlos
lost
Fernandez is also the guy who. So Carlos Fernandez lost to Ray Tazura and then beat this guy. So that means that guy is shittier than Ray Tazura.
And that is why I'm picking Cody Durden.
Yeah.
Durden to win
I was
this fight.
gonna say, bro.
I'm not like. Don't get me wrong. Cody Durden is not a good fighter either, but he showed some heart in the last fight against Nascimento. He looked pretty good until he got submitted.
He looked pretty good against Ochoa
until he got knocked
bro.
out. But the art of knockout isn't knocking anybody out. Fuck. I'm gonna take Cody Durden, more experience in the UFC, plus money, and at least I know, like, I've seen him. I know what he's about. This Liam Jargle guy, I don't really fuck with him. Like, I hate to be on that already, but give me Cody Durden.
Yeah, like he said, Cody Durden's been around. He's been fighting. I won't say best of the best, but he didn't even get finished by Josh Van. So, like, yeah, he does get knocked out here and there. But what makes me hopeful is he at least beat Matt Schnell. I feel like Matt Schnell would probably give the art of knockout a run for his money. So, give me Cody Durden as an underdog. But I'm also not going to die on a hill about that guy because you could be made to look like a fucking idiot sticking up for him.
But we're going to take a shot at him, so we'll see how that goes. Moving on. Alberto Montes versus Ricky Turcious.
Another guy I am not ever betting on again.
Remember when we picked him against
Chiwiwis?
Chiwiwis, and we were like,
fucking sucks, bro.
You were like, oh yeah, he's like a tough guy. Like, he's going in there mean mugging and then getting fucked up. Yeah, I'm not picking Ricky Turcious. This guy's been around. It just has never impressed me in any of the fights I've watched from his recently. Give me the prospect Montes on coming off a submission of the Contender Series. I'm just tired of guys like Ricky Turcious. Like, I'm not even gonna bet on them. Like,
yeah, I mean, guys, as you can see in this card, it's been these last couple cards have been actually somewhat decent with the matchmaking, but sometimes, like with Diyar Nurgoze and Ricky Turcious, it's a simple case of like it doesn't matter who the hell they're fighting. I'm gonna pick against them because when we stick, like, it's not even just about, like, losing. Like, if it was a really close fight and Ricky Turcious lost, okay, you give him a chance. But when we stick our neck out for these guys and then they make us look like fucking idiots, I'm not ever making the same mistake twice, boys. And I don't remember this guy. Casuals can't take the guys seriously. I don't remember this guy, but I've been watching UFC long enough to know that Ricky Turcious fucking sucks. So I'm picking against him. Moving on.
The casuals.
Yeah.
Moving on, we got Donte Johnson versus Cody Brundage. Another guy you just can't justify picking anymore. Cody Brundage. I will say this. Hold on. The last time we predicted Cody Brundage to win, he won. We basically predicted.
No, that's not right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about.
Yeah. We
Never
fucking
mind.
picked his ass against Eric McConaughey.
Yeah. Losing to that guy automatically, I can't pick you. It's also a bit of an ass to lay minus 500 with Donte Johnson.
I don't think they're asking enough.
But yeah, not laying Cody Brundage. I don't know why he's still picking up fights, still finding his way in the UFC. I mean, He came through that one time we bet on him against Julian Marquez, but like
missile crisis.
other than that, he's been letting us down. He's 11-8 for Christ's sake.
Yeah. I mean, guys, Cody Brundage. I'm not saying I'll never pick him again, but we've stuck our neck out for him a few times. Abdul Razak Al Hassan, thank God that was a DQ. And then Eric Meconico, he really let me down. So they're giving this guy a layup. It went from one layup to another for Donte Johnson. Before Cody Brundage, it was that Dusko Todorovic fucking guy. And I would have picked Donte Johnson there too. He's a good guy.
Fucking Dumas. When he's subbed Dumas.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying before Brundage got scheduled, it was scheduled and that Dusko guy pulled out. The UFC really wants this guy to win. And who better to call than Cody Brundage? So give me Donte Johnson by finish and moving on.
Dude, we might have to make a parlay of fading the guys who fucked us in the past. All right,
there's one of these that I'm really interested to see where you go, bro.
Moving on.
And we might be right there.
Cody Garbrandt versus Long Zhao. I'm the Cody Garbrandt, bro.
You gotta pick someone.
We've only seen this. Dude. Fuck it. Give me fucking Cody Garbrandt. We have not seen Long Zhao run it with anybody of significance. I'm looking through, it's all Asian fighters and road to UFC guys. I mean, he ran it when he knocked out Kwong Lee, I'm not gonna lie. But Cody Garbrandt's been around the block, obviously. Former champion, seen all types of competition. He's on a 2-fight losing streak. I don't think Long Zhao is going to be the one to put the nail in the coffin here. I think...
Well, let's look at it like this, bro. Cody Garbrandt's most recent loss was to Raoni Barcelos.
A proven fraud checker.
If Peyton Talbot didn't fight Felipe Dos Santos after the Raoni Barcelos loss, and it was Peyton Talbot versus this guy, are you picking this guy to be Peyton Talbot? Fuck no.
Yeah, definitely.
And so the loss against Raoni Barcelos is obviously not a great look coming from an ex-champion, but I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. And I just think that if Cody Garbrandt has one good combination, he could take this fucking guy out. So give me Cody Garbrandt. He's pretty washed, but I think that this is a winnable fight for him, for crying out loud.
Yeah, I mean, it's Long Zhao. Like, this guy's not the best fighter in the world, and Cody Garbrandt's seen the best fighters in the world, so I think he can get this done as a dog. Ooh. Moving on, boys, to the main card, we got Gregory Rodriguez versus Bruno Ferreira. This should be a banger of a fight. Probably doesn't go the distance.
I like Gregory Rodriguez to get his lick back, to be honest.
I like that too. Bruno Ferreira.
I fuck with both of them.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I really fuck with both of these guys. I just think Obama or Gregory Rodriguez is the better fighter. I mean, he's the bigger guy. They both have knockout power, but Gregory Rodriguez, I feel like if both of their gas tanks are pretty suspect, so I feel like they might take it a little slower in the beginning and maybe not go the distance. I mean, probably I checked earlier in the week, not to go the distance was minus 450. I'm not laying that. I would probably take a shot on does go the distance if the odds are that fucked. But give me Gregory Rodriguez. I think he's just slightly better than Bruno Ferreira in striking and grappling. But his chin is suspect.
I mean, look, I don't think that, like, Bruno Ferreira knocks Gregory Rodriguez out 10 out of 10 times if they fight. I think that he got him with a really good shot. I'm not gonna say he got lucky or anything because it was a good shot that put him down. But like you see with someone like Carlos Leal, they get knocked out in one punch, and in their next fight, they're eating shit the entire fight. And I think that Gregory Rodriguez going to war with Christian Leroy Duncan, like he's proven that he can take some. Like I'm not gonna say that he was eating clean shots for 15 minutes straight against him, but he has fought, good people since then, and has really only ran into trouble against Jared Cannonier in the later rounds. So there is a possibility that he gets finished, but he's fought the better competition since it was 3 years ago. And I'm not saying Bruno Ferreira's been a slouch by any means. Like I said, I really like the guy. But between the two of them, the fights that they've each had, Gregory Rodriguez you can't even argue, has had the better strength of schedule. So I like him to have his get back in this spot. And yeah, I mean, may the best man win.
I honestly might bet Gregory Rodriguez by decision, now that I think about it, because Bruno Ferreira is
not getting knocked out.
He's a tough motherfucker.
Nurulston Ruzaboyev did knock him out, but that was also some lucky shit.
Both of those guys are tough, so we'll see. But either way, that should be a banger of a fight. Moving on, we have Drew Dober versus Michael Johnson. And I know there's that meme about Drew Dober and
the fucking black guys.
He's for some reason always fucks up the black fighters. And those are basically his only wins. But
what about Kyle Preblak?
Don't get me started on that guy. But I think Michael Johnson is the better striker, has seen the better competition in his career. I think if the fight's going to stay on the feet, I don't see Drew Dober shooting for takedowns against Michael Johnson. But I think if Michael Johnson uses his fight IQ and his reach to stay outside of the fucking overhands of Drew Dober, that he can find the finish in this fight.
Bro, Drew Dober was losing that fight to Kyle Preblak before
he made Kyle Preblak look kind of like, oh.
Yeah, but maybe Kyle Preblak's not that bad because he made BSD look like. So who knows? But it's a tough fight. It's such a toss-up because it's a matter of like, does Drew Dober still have it? Like, because he did get knocked out by Manuel Torres, but that's really not that bad. And Michael Johnson just hasn't really beat anybody, though. Like, that's... Yeah. Like, I was looking through it. Daniel Zellhuber, Ottoman Azaitar, Darius Flowers. To be honest, guys, I'm going to probably take Drew Dober in this fight. I really like Michael Johnson as well. I've bet on him in the past in some certain fights. But, like, with that, like, the MMA math obviously gets fucked sometimes. But we just saw Michael Johnson go to decision with Zellhuber, who King Green knocked out, and Drew Dober knocked King Green out. So I understand that doesn't always, line up with one another, but I just think that, if Drew Dober loses this fight and he's done, so be it, but I don't think that his chin is necessarily gone. And wow, it's easy to just say, Michael Johnson hasn't beaten anybody of any merit in his last couple fights. Drew Dober hasn't either, but he did go, 3 rounds with Gene Silva, so I don't know, okay? But I'm going to go with Drew Dober and take a chance on him.
Yeah, boys, GC MMA fade, we're going to have to see what it gets on, but we got next up Rob Font versus Raul Rosas Jr. I'm going to go Chiwiwis here. I know Rob Font is like the gatekeeper of this division, but I've seen him get controlled by fucking Sanhagen, Davison Figueiredo. I think Chiwiwis has the grappling to be able to get Rob Font down, control him, maybe find a submission. I know, like, Rob Font, he's a good boxer. Like, he does good boxing. That's pretty much what he's known for. But I'm just not really on him at this point in his career. He's 38 years old.
Dude, but Chiwiwis had a split decision with Vince Morales.
I know, dude, but I feel
Or
like
it was unanimous.
he's getting better. Like, he's getting better in each fight.
He has the potential.
I just like Rob Font, dude.
I'll go with Chiwiwis. I'm very tempted to take Rob Font because Rob Font did beat Gene Matsumoto. He did beat Kyler Phillips. Like, he is that guy who's gonna stop a prospect in their tracks if they're not ready to go on. But Chiwiwis, like, just when you're at that age in your career, just because you looked one way in your last fight doesn't mean you're going to look the same. Like, I trust that he's improving. And one of Rob Font's biggest weaknesses is his grappling. And I feel like if Chiwiwis can just stay at it. And Rob Font, like, you can say, oh, he's got good boxing. But, like, he hasn't knocked anybody out or put him in any real trouble since fucking Adrian Yanez. Or Yanez. Whatever. So, yeah, I'll take Chiwiwis as well. I like him to just dominate him in the grappling, to be honest. I think Rob Font and those guys like Calvin Cater and shit like that, like just PF.
Not on that gym. The New England Cartel. I'm not on that gym, dude.
Next fight.
Co-main. We got Caio Borralho versus Reinier de Ridder.
I've seen a lot of people talking about Reinier de Ridder and his shape and all this stuff. But I think that a lot of people are underestimating the fighting nerds get back.
Yeah, I was thinking the same exact thing, bro. Because it's like, yeah, de Ridder pushed his body a lot last year. And his body basically gave out on him in that fight against Brendan Allen.
Just like Marabe.
It's just like, I'm not really too fond of that excuse. Like, I get it. He was running a lot of fights. But at the same time, why are you even signing up for a fight if you know you're not like 100% and you're fighting for title, like the title fight contention? Like, I just not really into that excuse too much. I fuck with him. I'm not gonna say he's on that, but I would need to see him do more. But like you said, the fighting nerds get back is
it's undefeated so far.
It's literally undefeated.
Each one of them has come back and won their fight convincingly, either by finish or like Gene Silva just basically beat the shit out of Arnold Allen.
Yeah, I think Borralho isn't gonna fuck up that wave. I think he's gonna come back in here and he's gonna mix up the grappling. I mean, de Ridder is a big motherfucker and he can get active on the feet and on the ground. But
he is definitely chinny compared to the two of them, bro.
Borralho is tough, and I don't see him getting finished here. And if it goes to a decision, I'm obviously going to take Borralho because he's shown the 5-round fights. He's been the distance. We haven't seen him fucking give up in the middle of the fight because he was gassed. So give me Borralho here.
Yeah, I really do like Reinier de Ridder. Like, obviously, on this channel, we picked him against Bo Nickel. We picked him against Whitaker. We have picked this guy, and we picked him in his last fight. And I will say this possibly is a spot where you could buy low on him if you really believe in him. But I just don't think it's a great matchup for him to be coming back off of a loss with the psychological side of things. And not just that, but Borralho coming off a loss as your opponent. I just don't like that for him, and it sucks because I want to see de Ridder do well, but I'm definitely going to have to pick Borralho here. I just think that he's probably going to kick his ass.
Yeah, boys, moving on, the main event, the BMF title belt. We got Max Holloway versus Charles Oliveira. And I just have not been on the Charles Oliveira train, guys. I know there's a lot of Charles Oliveira fans. They fuck with him a lot. And he did go on a legendary run, I'm not going to lie. Like, he was raw for finishing Gaethje, finishing Poirier, and just basically running shit as a champ. But
I was also in 2022, dude.
It's like, dude.
We're talking almost 4 years ago at this point.
And
we picked him against Armin. Like, he's another guy. Like, if you sit there and say that you don't fuck with Charles Oliveira, how can you even consider yourself a fan of the UFC? Like, we're not saying that we don't like him, but like, if we're sitting here thinking 2022 title run Charles Oliveira against Max Holloway, that's a completely different thing than 2026 Charles Oliveira. Like, you go ahead, dude. You go ahead.
Yeah, I agree, dude. Like, I've just seen more evolution in Max Holloway's game than I've had from Charles Oliveira. Like, we both picked Topuria to knock out both of these guys. Like, I'm not even going to take that fight into too much of a consideration, but Max Holloway probably looked the best against Topuria since fucking Jai Herbert before he got knocked out. Like, he was finding ways on the striking to land, and I think if you can do that against somebody like Topuria, you can get some type of success on the feet. Then he is definitely going to be able to do that against Charles Oliveira. Like, Charles Oliveira, he has some power on the feet. Like, he's not bad, but he also, his chin can go rogue and he can get dropped. And I feel like Max Holloway, he's bigger at this weight class. He still can go the distance. He can still land some powerful shots. And I think over time, he's going to land those shots on Oliveira and he can possibly find the finish. When's the last time we saw Max Holloway get submitted was probably against fucking Dustin Poirier. Like, he doesn't get taken down. He doesn't get submitted like that. And I think he can survive the grappling attempts of Charles Oliveira to knock him out on the feet.
Yeah, like, I will say this fight is like pretty close, because if Charles Oliveira has his way with the grappling, he might be able to hold him for the entire round. But if Max Holloway is peppering him on the feet, we'll see. Because, I mean, Max Holloway did get dropped by Poirier in his last fight, but Poirier is also Poirier. I don't know. It's just, there's a lot more pointing me towards Max Holloway than there is Charles Oliveira. But I like both. I probably like Charles Oliveira more than Max Holloway, to be honest. But in this fight, I don't like his chances as much as Max Holloway. So I'll pick Max Holloway. I just think that he's gonna have a difficult time if this stays on the feet, and we'll see what Max Holloway's grappling is like.
Yeah, boys, should be a banger. Always glad to have the UFC back, and we'll see you on the next one.
Just drop your picks in the comments, boys. Like we said, there might be a live reaction. We'll see y'all.